Hey guys, welcome back to my Taylor Talks channel. Make sure that you guys click that like and subscribe button for some more Taylor Talks. Now today I want to talk about one of my favorite Disney shows. That's right, we're going to be talking about the Wasabi Warriors in the show Kickin It. Yep. Now for those of you guys who don't know what Kickin It is all about, it is okay. You guys can watch all 4 seasons of the show on Disney Plus. All the episodes are on there, but just a quick rundown. The show follows a group of teenagers as they all are in a Bobby Wasabi martial arts academy. They follow their sensei, Rudy. They battle against different martial arts academies, and they embark on different adventures outside of the dojo. And they also are a really good group of best friends. The names are Jack, Jerry, Milton, and Kim. Now, the star of the show is Jack. He's like the main one that knows a lot about martial arts, and Jack and Kim are best friends, and they eventually become boyfriend-girlfriend throughout the show. And then there's Jerry and Milton. They're also best friends of the gang as well. Now, this show aired on Disney XD. We all know that there's a Disney Channel, then there's a Disney XD, and Disney XD used to be called Toon Disney. Yeah, and I'm going to make another video about that shortly. So, Kickin It premiered on Disney XD in 2011. And get this, the series premiere of the show launched as the highest rated series premiere in Disney XD history, including when the network was known as Toon Disney. Now, the show did so well in the premiere and, of course, throughout the entire series run, that kids from age 6 through 14 were constantly watching the show season after season. So it was a #1 hit for Disney XD for years, up until the show got canceled, of course. Now, again, this show had 4 seasons. The first season had 21 episodes, second 23, third 22. And the last and final season had 16 episodes. So altogether, the entire series had 86 episodes, which is a pretty good run for a Disney XD show. Now, just like any show, the series did have some cast shakeups. Had 6 main cast characters for the show, which consisted of the 5 Dojo Warriors, and then, of course, the sensei, which are Jack, the main character, played by Leo Howard; Milton, played by Dylan Riley Snyder; Jerry, played by Mateo Arias, in which his older brother played Rico off of Hannah Montana. And rounding out the cast is Jason Earls, who plays Rudy, the Wasabi Dojo sensei that teaches all 5 of the martial arts. I do want to note that it's really interesting because we all know that Jason Earls played Jackson off of Hannah Montana. Now, Hannah Montana ended the beginning of 2011, ended in January, and this show premiered in June of 2011 on Disney XD. So switched from one show to another in like less than 6 months. So kudos to him for keeping that bag up. He actually is acting right beside one of his castmates' younger brothers. Good acting runs in the Arias family. That was just a bit of a cast introduction, but the first 2 seasons, it followed all 6 of them. Now, the 3rd season, they dropped Eddie's character from the show. Now, again, I watched this show religiously. So when I didn't see Eddie's character on the show, I was like, why did he leave? Because they just kind of wrote him off for the 3rd and 4th season. But I did some research, and Alex Jones actually did an interview in 2013. And he said that the reason why he left Kickin It was that over time he became really busy with his personal and family life, such as school, studying at the University of Alabama, taking care of his grandparents. And unfortunately, he could not do both, and his parents couldn't afford him to get homeschooled. So he left the show to focus on his family life. I'm glad all these years later I did that research and I finally found out why he wasn't a part of the show anymore. Now, in the 4th season of Kickin It, we also lost a main character, Olivia Holt. Yeah, so she actually left the show, Kickin It, to start her new show on Disney Channel called I Didn't Do It. She was the main character on that show. She played Lindy Watson. Not gonna lie, I was really bummed when she left that show because I felt like Kim's character was an important, integral part of Kickin It. But, I mean, we all kind of understood why she left. I mean, she had her own show. She was the star of her own show on Disney Channel. Now, I Didn't Do It lasted for 2 seasons. It aired from 2014 to 2015, and then Disney Channel canceled it. The show altogether had a total of 23 episodes. Now, Disney didn't tell anyone until the series finale that the show was going to get canceled, and Disney said that it got canceled due to the lack of viewers. So the second season was already shot. Everybody already went home, probably expecting that they were going to come back for the third season, and it just never happened. Similar to the Victorious show, so I'll probably do a video about that a little later. But yeah, back to Kickin' It. Olivia Holt did go back to the fourth season of the show for, I think, 2 episodes. And I know for certain she did come back for the series finale because I remember watching that. Overall, in my personal opinion, I just thought the show was amazing. It was very entertaining. Each and every episode, the Wasabi Warriors were either training in the dojo, they were fighting other dojos in tournaments. They were also just hanging out within each other. I love the storylines, like the Jack and Kim, will they, won't they get together? The entire series, they were kind of like playing with us about that. And then at the end, they kind of got together. Then there was also different storylines about whether or not the dojo would stay open. They had to fight for the dojo. Went on different secret missions and fought against bad guys in the schools and around their areas. For me, some of my favorite storylines involved Kim and how she was kind of battling sexism. Like in some episodes, people would tell her that she couldn't do certain things because she was a woman, and she would, prove them wrong. Make sure that you guys go to Disney XD. Click on season 3, episode 19, Queen of Carts. That was one of my favorite episodes. And of course, it wouldn't be a Disney show without some killer guest stars, such as Rashawn Fagan, who played on Camp Rock and Shake It Up, Kelly Berglund from Lab Rats, Boo Boo Stewart from Twilight and Descendants, Veronica Dune, who played in Kickin' It, Kat McNara, who played on Shadowhunters. She was everywhere. And even Reed Alexander, who we all know played Neville from iCarly, he even guest starred on an episode in Kickin' It. So they had some really good guest stars in the show. The show was just so good to me. It got to the point where I was like, I want to take up martial arts classes. I went to a class and I found out that it wasn't for me because I was just watching people, of course, learn martial arts, and I saw somebody get hurt. So I was like, okay, maybe this isn't for me. But the show was really inspiring. It was really entertaining. It was just overall funny. A really good show. Now, as far as where is the cast now, some of them are still acting and they are doing their thing, such as Leo Howard, the person that plays Jack. He's actually on a CW show, a popular CW show called Legacies. He came in the second season as just a guest star, but then he got promoted to a main cast member in season 3. Olivia Holt, she is everywhere. She played on, of course, Freeform, Cloak and Dagger. She was the main character on there until that show got canceled. And then now she's in Cruel Summer, which is also a show on Freeform that just started last year. And she makes a lot of good music, so make sure to check her out for her music as well. Now, Dylan Riley Snyder, he's been on a few shows as well as a guest star like Modern Family, Will and Grace, and Better Call Saul. Now, Mateo Arias, he is actually in a new movie with his brother, and it's called Blast Beats, and I think it came out last year. Alex Jones, he actually, of course, left the show and he went to focus on his family, and he also went to university, so that's what he's been doing. And last but not least, Jason Earls, we all know who he is, the infamous Jackson, brother of Miley Stewart. He has been everywhere on Disney Channel, on Disney XD. He has since guest starred on Best Friends Whenever, Vampirina, Just Roll With It, and High School Musical, the musical, the series. He is going to be in the 3rd season of the show. He's going to be a camp counselor, and he also served as a acting coach for the series. So, love it. He is the Disney OG by now. He's still making money within the franchise, so good for him. But I'm interested to hear about what you guys thought about Kickin' It. Did you guys love it like I did? Comment below your thoughts. Do you guys want a reboot or a spin-off or another season? Let me know in the comments below. All in all, it was a really good show. Positive vibes. I loved it. So make sure that you guys click that like and subscribe button if you liked what you heard. If you heard something new, learned something new because of this video. And as I always say, stay safe. See ya.